Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me. This morning, we're going to go through a little bit of shoulder work to release some tension. A lot of us tend to carry our stress or our tension in around the neck and the shoulders. So let's try to melt a little bit of that, come away a little bit less tense, less stressed, and let us begin. So we're going to begin seated. If you have a belt, a yoga strap, a belt of a dressing gown or a normal belt, or maybe even the strap of your mat, what I'm using today, get that alongside. So we're going to do a little bit of work with flossing. And just to begin, we'll bring our hands down onto our knees, palms facing down or up if you'd like to receive. And just gently starting to close down the eyes, just taking a brief moment of grounding. Just drawing your awareness inwards, letting go of whatever has happened in your day up until getting here, letting go of whatever we have to do after. Just turning that awareness internally, coming away from the external. And just focusing on your breath. Inhaling to feel the belly rise. Exhaling to feel the belly fall. Starting to soften the shoulders, soften the jaw, soften the brow. Just taking 2 more nice conscious belly breaths. Maybe even deepening the breath a little. And let's flicker open the eyes, coming back into our room. And let us begin. So come into a seated pose, cross-legged like I am, or seated back on your heels, whatever works for you. If you have a cushion or a block, something to maybe elevate your sitting bones a little bit, it can help to allow the hips to open up a little bit, the knees to fall to opposite sides, also to lengthen the spine a little, bringing the shoulders over the hips, allowing us to sit nice and tall. So to begin, we're going to bring our strap, our belt, whatever you're working with, into both hands, okay? So we want the belt or the strap to be taut, and we're going to just rise it above the head here. So you want to feel a nice bit of pressure, a little bit of challenge in the shoulders. Again, as with any of the poses, okay to feel challenged, okay to push it a little bit, but if you feel any sharp pain in any pose, just come out of it the way you got into it. So inhaling, strap is going to be above the head. And as we exhale, we're going to allow the strap to drop back. Now, if you need to bring the hands out a little bit wider, that's all good. Feel those shoulder blades coming together. Nice stretch in the armpits as well. Allowing the belt to drop. As we inhale, we're bringing the strap back up and in front. So we're going to take this a few times. And if you start to notice that you're creating a little bit of space in the shoulders, they're starting to loosen up a bit, you can always walk your hands in a little bit closer with that strap or belt, like so. Just making sure it's taut, elbows, arms are straight. Really nice. Inhaling to lift and exhaling in front. Let's take one more. Inhale. Again, you can take this as often as you want when you're practicing on your own. Just for today's class, we'll just take a few rounds. And next time the strap comes above your head, inhale here. And as we exhale, we're going to allow the strap to fall to the left. Inhaling back up. Exhaling to the right. Lovely. Inhaling back up. This time, exhale to the left and then bring it in front of us. Bringing that right hand down and left hand up and bringing it behind us. Lovely. Nice fluid movements here. Just releasing a little bit of tension and stress in the shoulders, the shoulder blades, those rotator cuffs. Let's switch the direction now. Inhaling back up, exhaling to drop. Bringing the strap in front of us, switching sides, bringing it behind us. Lovely. And one more. And exhale to release the strap. Beautiful. Just take little circles with the shoulders in one direction, and then let's switch the direction. Beautiful. Bringing the fingertips onto the shoulders next. Inhale to draw the elbows together in front of our face. Exhale to open out as wide as we can. Feel the crunch of the shoulders here. Inhale, draw them back. Exhale to open. One more in this direction. Lovely. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Switch in the direction now. So inhaling to open them nice and wide. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. And one more. Beautiful. Release the hands. Let's just draw the shoulders up to the ears with an inhale through the nose. And let's really sigh it out through the mouth and exaggerate that drop with the exhale. Two more. Inhale. Beautiful. Bring your arms out to a T. With the inhale, palms are going to face up towards the ceiling. And with the exhale, rotate the hands back as much as we can. Inhale to open. Keeping chin parallel with mat. Exhaling, rotate. Inhaling to open. Exhaling, rotate. One more. Moving with your own breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Now, hands down onto knees. Let's take a little bit of neck work before we come on to all fours. So sitting nice and tall. Inhale here. And as we exhale, let's just drop that left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, gaze up. One more. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, gaze up. And exhale, back to neutral. Let's come on to all fours next. So bringing the hands out in front. Wrists underneath our shoulders. Knees underneath our hips. Let's run through a few cat-cows. So with the inhale, we'll start to arch the back from the tailbone. Pinching the shoulder blades. Grip the mat to pull the chest forward. And the gaze comes to follow. As we exhale, start to round the back from the tailbone. Separating those shoulder blades, allowing the crown of the head to hang. Inhale, back to our cow pose. Invitation to close down the eyes here if you wish. Exhaling for our cow, or angry cat, I should say. Inhale for cow, arching the back, drawing the chest forward, pinch the shoulder blades. Exhale for our angry cat. Let's take one more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Bring that left palm a little bit more centered. Inhale, draw the right fingertips up. And with the exhale, let's thread the needle. Bring that right arm underneath the left armpit. Lower your right cheek to mat. Options here for the left hand. Keep it as it is. Maybe walk it up to the top of the mat. Maybe even bringing it to the lower back or grabbing the inside of right thigh. Breathe here. 3 deep breaths. Left palm comes underneath shoulder. Inhale to lift again and lengthen. And exhale, lower that right hand. Bring right hand a little bit more centered now. Inhale, left fingertips come up. And as we exhale, thread the needle. Lower that left cheek down to mat. Walk the hand up, bring it to your lower back, or grab the inside of thigh. Whatever works for you. Listen to your body. Take what you need from the practice and leave what you don't. Right hand comes underneath shoulder. Inhale to lift. And exhale back to neutral tabletop. Puppy pose next. Keep the knees underneath the hips. Walk the hands forward. Allow the chest and the head to melt down towards the mat. If you're feeling nice and open in the shoulders, maybe even bringing chin to mat. Try to allow those armpits to melt down towards the mat with the exhale. Breathing here nice and deep. Last breath. Okay, lifting the head, walk the hands back underneath your shoulders. We're going to come to our first downward facing dog here. So lifting the knees, pushing the hips back and up. And let's walk the dog. So lower one heel at a time. Draw the shoulders away from the ears in your downward facing dog. Beautiful. And let's start to tippy toe up towards the hands. When we get here, sit the belly on the thighs, grab opposite elbow with opposite hand, and drop the crown of the head. Take a little sway from side to side for our ragdoll. Really nice stress relieving pose. Nice to do with our shoulder work. Let it all go here. Maybe even take a nice exhale through the mouth. Drop the fingertips towards toes. Inhale to lift. As we lift, we're going to draw the fingertips up in a big circle towards the ceiling. Draw the palms together. Draw your hands back down to heart center. Inhale again. As we exhale, push the palms against each other, switching those shoulders on. Exhale, hands to prayer, heart center. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Step to the top of the mat. Big toes to touch. We're going to interlace the fingers here. Push the fists down. Draw the shoulder blades together. Inhale, gaze up slightly. And as we exhale, take a forward fold. Bend the knees. Bring the arms up and over. Try to draw the shoulders away from the ears here. Drop the crown of the head completely. Little bend to the knees. And inhale to lift. We're going to keep the arms as they are. We're going to take a step back with that left foot. So left foot, outer edge of left foot in line with the back of the mat. Right toes forward, chest forward, hips forward. With an inhale, push the fists down again. And with an exhale, take your humble warrior. So bring that right shoulder to the right knee. Bring the arms up and over. Now bring your hands down to frame that right foot. Let's step it back into a high plank and we'll just take a vinyasa between sides. So exhale to lower, knees, chin, chest, belly. Inhale for our cobra and exhale back to our downward facing dog. From our downward facing dog, let's just drop to the knees and take a little child's pose. Knees together, bring your forehead down. Bring your palms together in prayer and rest them to behind your neck. Two more nice deep breaths here. Beautiful. Let's make our way back to downward facing dog. I'm going to come to face you this way. And then start to tippy toe towards your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, root to rise. Draw the fingertips up. Exhale, hands to prayer, heart center. Beautiful. Let's bring the hands behind us again. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, push the fist down. Open up your heart space, gaze up. As we exhale, let's take that forward fold. Bring the arms up and over. Drop the crown of the head completely. Try to draw the shoulders away from ears. Draw those fists up. And inhale, come back to standing. Keep the arms as they are. Push the fists down. Take a step back with that right foot. And bend into the left knee. Push the fists down. Inhale, gaze up slightly. Draw those shoulder blades together. And as we exhale, bow down to your humble warrior. Left shoulder to the inside of left knee. Push the fists up. Drop the crown of the head or gaze towards that big toe. And breathe. Okay, let's bring the hands down to frame that left foot. Let's step back into a high plank. Lower down the whole body towards mat. So coming onto your belly here, going to take a really nice shoulder stretch here, okay? So bringing your arms out to a T, walk the fingertips in opposite directions, really taking a nice stretch with the chest and the arms. Keep the chin parallel with mat here. So we're going to bring our right fingertips underneath our right shoulder. And we're going to slowly roll over onto that left shoulder. We have options here with the legs, okay? Variation 1, bend the knees, bring them in towards you a little, as if into the fetal position. Variation 2, straight legs. With each variation, you'll feel a greater stretch on that shoulder. Variation 3, stepping that right foot behind the left thigh, knee pointing up towards the ceiling. So keep taking whatever variation works for you in your practice. So don't be afraid to challenge yourself. But again, if you feel any sharp pain, come out of the pose the way you come into it. So in this pose here, consciously using our exhales to relax, to release, to soften. One more breath. Okay, slowly with an inhale, we're going to come back to center. Bring the arms out to a T, chin parallel again. Left fingertips underneath the left shoulder, slowly rolling over onto that right shoulder. Taking your variation of choice with the legs. Bent knees, straight legs, or stepping the left foot behind right thigh. And breathe. Inhale, slowly roll it back to center. Bring hands underneath your shoulders. Push your way back to a downward facing dog. And then let's drop to the knees and take a child's pose. So we're going to bring knees together, forehead down. And for this child's pose, we're going to bring our arms back in line with the legs. So fingertips are pointing same direction as toes. And if it's possible, we're going to just cup the heels here. So allow the shoulders to relax in this pose. Take a few nice deep breaths. Check back in with your breath. And slowly let's come back to seated on our heels. Okay. So we open the shoulders out nice and wide there with our lying shoulder stretch. That pose is known as broken wing. Really nice name for the pose. We're going to work with eagle arms here now to stretch the back of the shoulder blades. So we're going to bring our arms out to a T, so lengthening through fingertips with the inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to cross the elbows on top of each other. So to begin, we're going to bring right elbow on top of left elbow crease. Options here. Variation 1, bringing your palms to your shoulders. Variation 2, back of palms to meet. Variation 3, we're going to bring those left fingertips inside our right palm and close down our right fingertips. Now, whatever variation you're taking, I'm going to come to a side profile. We're going to try to bring the elbows up in line with shoulders and the forearms away from face. Hopefully you can feel that nice stretch in the shoulder blades. And just breathe here. Maybe even closing down the eyes. Drawing the awareness inwards. One more breath. Again, when you're doing these poses on your own, feel free to stay in them for longer. We're just making them quite short here for the video. So I'm not here with you all day. Inhale to open up nice and wide. And exhale, let's switch. So left elbow on top of right this time. Hands to shoulders, back of palms to meet, or bringing the right fingertips inside the left palm. Draw the elbows in line with shoulders, forearms away from the face, and breathe. And inhale, open up nice and wide. Beautiful. Exhale, let's just take a downward facing dog. Realign the spine, draw the shoulders away from ears. Then we're going to step the feet forward, crossing the ankles, lower the bum down, bring the legs out in front. Let's just take a seated forward fold before we finish into Shavasana. Draw the fingertips up with an inhale. And as we exhale, hinging from the hips over the legs. Keep using your inhales to lengthen, your exhales to hinge. Maybe grabbing ankles, shins, or maybe even your big toes with your fingers. If you're taking this variation, inhale to lift. And as you exhale, bend the elbows, pull belly closer to thighs, drop the crown of the head. 5 nice deep breaths. And inhale, come back to seated. When we come here, we're going to draw the fingertips forward, separating the shoulder blades, rounding the back a little. Start to engage the core, and we'll bring the whole body down to mat on a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Let's hug the knees in towards us. Wrap your arms around your shins. Take a little rock from side to side. Now feel free to come straight to Shavasana. Or if you want to give shoulder stand a try, come with me. Shoulder stand is known as the queen of the asana. Really nice inversion, kind of your first step to inversion before headstands, handstands, pincha, all that. So come to as I am. So bend your knees, soles the feet to the mat. We're going to start to bring the knees in towards your chest, and we're going to push the elbows into the mat and start to lift the back. When we do that, we're going to bring our hands to our lower back and just try to walk the elbows in a little. Just spend a couple of breaths here, getting your alignment, starting to straighten out the legs. Don't move your head when you're in shoulder stand. If you have any neck issues, avoid shoulder stand. Okay? So lengthening through the toes, zipping the legs together so all muscles are engaged here. And breathe, 10 breaths. Inversions are really good for creating a little bit of energy in the body. An inversion means any pose where the heart is higher than the head. After your 10 breaths, you can feel free to come to plow pose, or if you've had enough, come straight to your counter pose of fish pose. I'm going to come briefly into plow pose just to show you. So we're going to start to bend the knees, draw them in towards your knees, and then allow the feet to come over your head onto the ground. Interlace the fingers, push the palms down, or the arms down, I should say, and maybe start to straighten out the legs. And breathe. So coming out of plow, just start to bend the knees again, bringing them in towards your ears. Starting to engage the core here, separate the hands, bring the palms down to mat, and slowly, slowly roll the back down. Take your time. Lovely. Really nice. Bring the legs out long, counter pose. On fish pose, bring your palms underneath your bum, palms facing down. Lift the body, bring your elbows underneath. Drop the crown of the head and breathe. Really nice pose for the throat chakra. Bring the elbows out nice and wide. Slowly bring the back of the head to mat. Prepare yourself for Shavasana. Make any last movements, poses. If you want to bring the knees in for a brief hug. Whatever works for you. If you want to take a twist before Shavasana, feel free to do so. Listen to the body, see what it needs, and come to Shavasana. This is where I will leave you. Thank you for joining. I really hope you enjoyed. Leave me a little comment to let me know. Enjoy your Shavasana. Take as much time as you need, and I'll see you soon.